The gentleman from Fairfax, Mr. Plum.
Mr. Speaker, I rise for a point of personal privilege.
The gentleman has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, several members already today have addressed the landmark decision reached last week on ending gun violence, and I join those who applaud the fact that we're making progress. I do, however, want to, correct the record, if I may, in talking about how this came about. It was suggested at a press conference last Friday that this was the first major decision to end gun violence in 23 years. I would suggest that that occurred not this past week, but occurred about a month ago. It occurred about a month ago when our Attorney General, in a very courageous decision, decided to end the practice in Virginia of recognizing concealed carry permits in some 25 states that had standards less than Virginia. Well, Mr. Speaker, that decision on the part of our Attorney General sent reverberations all the way up to Waples Mill Road in Fairfax. That's the headquarters of the National Rifle Association. The decision was made, my gosh, something needs to be done. Well, to his credit, what our Attorney General did is he brought the parties to the table. So when we talk about, and I know we're not seeking credit for anyone, and no one's going to claim credit for this, but when we talk about the parties involved in bringing about this historic moment, we have to add to the list Attorney General Mark Herring for what he did in terms of bringing this to our attention and doing what many had said a long time ago we should be doing. We should be enforcing the laws that are on the books, and that's what he stepped forward to do. But beyond Attorney General Mark Herring, Mr. Speaker, I think we also need to give credit to the men and women who make up the end gun violence movement across our Commonwealth. The 14th of every month, which is the anniversary of the shooting at Newtown, Connecticut, when elementary school students were slayed in their classroom, on that 14th of month, a number of us, as few as 50, as many as several hundred, gathered together at NRA headquarters to say, enough is enough. We gathered together to say, we will not forget. And so it is the case, Mr. Speaker, that while we celebrate here today what is termed by some in the press as being a small net improvement, I trust we will also make a commitment to respond to the citizens who are bringing this need to our attention, to the Attorney General who's brought the need to our attention, and that we work together to go forward on even more meaningful legislation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.